BLACKGEO, we are live, people. Welcome back, BLACKGEO. You better like and subscribe. We're gonna get settled for a second, BLACKGEO. Working on some projects right here, so give me about 2 seconds, BLACKGEO. Let me get settled. All right, BLACKGEO. So happy to be back on the BLACKGEO platform, people. Right now we don't have anybody in the lives, but how I do these lives, I just do free form content and free flowing content. So welcome back to the BLACKGEO. Better like and subscribe, people. I am Shy B from the BLACKGEO. We're actually on vacation weeks, people. So yes, I am tucked away in one of our secret layers. So if you don't know what the BLACKGEO is, people, it's a community channel based in Nairobi, Kenya, and New York City. That's where the production first started. The head producers are one of the producers right here, Shy B from the BLACKGEO. Go See Africa, one of the biggest producers in East Africa. And we got a young producer coming up on our channel. He's one of the producers. His name is Machiavelli Sharks 254. You better subscribe to all my producers. And there's been a little chatter out there. They're wondering where Shy B been, where Go See Africa been. But guess what? They're not saying what Machiavelli Sharks is, because guess what? That's his community channel. The brother's been holding it down. The studios. That's how we do, people. I know you saw me doing the South America run. We want to say shout out to Buenos Aires. We want to say shout out to Rio de Janeiro. You know, we are real producers. We sit down first and discuss where we want to take our production from the headquarters. The headquarters starts from Nairobi, Kenya, and our dark side headquarters, which is New York City. We start from the two cities, and then we decided on bringing our cities along late in 2024, continuing in 2025, and we started with our two cities, Rio de Janeiro, Argentina. Even though also we have shot in Frankfurt, Germany, but we want to start how we do our series, particularly in Rio de Janeiro and Buenos Aires. And y'all have given us great content. We want to say appreciate you guys. We always want to put our videos in subtitles with whichever country we're in. So we want to appreciate what you got, the reception we got from there. And so also people know, me and Go See Africa, we have dark side business we work with. So we're back working with our dark side business. So if you haven't seen Shy B on the BLACKGEOs, because I have a real career, people. I have a real career. I have two careers, of course. I'm here on the BLACKGEO, and I have a dark side business which supports the BLACKGEO. It says I love space. That's what I'm talking about. It's a big back. I see a heart there. Thank you for tuning into the BLACKGEO community channel, people. I'm out here discussing about where Go See African Shy B has been. We have been doing a lot of big production on the BLACKGEO. People want to say, though, the BLACKGEO is actually monetized now. Y'all been up here supporting us, and the BLACKGEO got monetized. What's the next person? Xfinity says, think this just gave me a virus. Please go take some medicine. Over here I'm getting snowed in. I'll tell you where I'm at in a few minutes. Mixed Feelings said, yo, what up, Mixed Feelings? What up? I thank everybody for tuning into the live. Girl Dad said, Girl Dad cooking up deliciousness, says, hit the like button, please. Yeah, because I'm about to tell y'all some great news about where I have been, production that's about to come up on the BLACKGEO, and the evolution of the BLACKGEO. That's what discussion is about. Love Space says, there's about to be some big talks, people. One of the biggest producers on the BLACKGEO. Hold on, I'm sorry, person. Dude, Theft, Wars, Baldy. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, so one of the biggest producers on the BLACKGEO. I told people way back in the day, when I first started working on Go See Africa, Miss Claudia Walks, we got to shout her out. That's some of the tools producers who came, saw my vision. I'm a world traveler, people. I told you I traveled to 6 continents, 70 plus countries. Yeah, the head producers traveled to 70 plus countries, and I was retired in Kenya, of course. That's one of my secondary places I live. And working with Go See Africa and Claudia Walks, they dragged me back into show business, people. That's why I'm so engaged in the show business work. But I have a real networking business. And behind the scenes, I work with a lot of producers. Go See Africa, Miss African Tigers. Yeah, the biggest producer, African Tigers. Yeah. I'm an executive producer, people. I work with a lot of big producers. Shout out to her too. She gives me a lot of good shout outs. And I work with, of course, um, we want to give shout outs to Miss Katie Kenya, to Flying Queen, all those people. We work with all those people. We have some future people we want to work with. Um, but when I told Go See Africa and Claudia Walks about this business, you have to really see the vision first. A lot of stuff you see on the Black Geo, you have to see it first before we do it. It's hard to do it, write things down of what we're going to do. Of course, we have a script. But when we run into the hills and running from Cabira to Argentina, and I'm telling you we're about to do it, you really have to believe what we're about to do. Next person, TV Man YT says, I am I am Cranberry. I wish I knew what that meant. I wish I knew what that meant. But yeah, so we have took this business from Cabira, yeah, one of the biggest slums in Africa, to New York City. And now we have expanded to South America. And I told you we have two more countries. OC Africa has two countries he's about to spark the new year, about to introduce you guys to. You know, I'm not gonna give you no hints, people, but yeah, it's gonna be in Africa. Beautiful places never seen before. And I have two other countries specifically this month. We're about to show you, and I have special guests that's about to be running some episodes. Big time producers, really, people. That's about to work with the Black Geo. You know, it's people that actually came late to the party of the Black Geo, and we really had to give our boots dirty. I got a lot of shoes and clothes that got their workout on the Black Geo, and it wasn't for vain. You know, those things went to good places because now we have a lot of people who support our business. They see the vision. Personal people, personal people. Hold on one second. Personal people. Yeah, so I have a lot of personal people who believe what we do. People, this is my secret layer room. You know what I'm saying? This is where I have all my electronics. I have the TV equipment here and everything. So yeah, and I have the game system in here and all that stuff. I have a bed on the other side of the room, people. It's one of my secret layer apartments here. Calm down. You don't need to know everything. But guess what? Building this business, you have to really go back to one of my episodes. It's called From Passion to Profit. From Passion to Profit, people. And when I'm doing these lives and stuff like that, I'm doing these videos. People really have to tap in, people. All right. I'm a hustler from the streets, of course. School, went to school, of course, but I know about business since I was a kid. And building this network business over 10 years, people. And we have brought it to the show business. And people really, if you want to learn structure, I'm about to actually do a financial literacy classes with people who actually know even that more than me. You really need to be tapping into this channel. This channel is not no game channel. When you see us jumping around from one side of Earth to the other side of Earth every other week, it's a real reason behind that. You know, we want to shout out YouTube, but we know about building brands and building um, equity for the long run, and that starts with having other businesses supporting what you do. You know, it's not just wait for somebody to send you a check. We came to YouTube with a check because we didn't expect YouTube to be even sending some money. That's why I told you, shout out to you guys. We actually monetized on the Black Geo now. But guess what? Before it was monetized on Black Geo, we actually took out a lump sum of our own money and invested in the Black Geo. Yeah, real networking people, real networking business. You know, business accounts, and talking about building a business. We're gonna sit here and talk together about the foundation and the vision of building a business, people. Because guess what? I have brought the studios to 4 different countries, and we're about to bring it to 9 different countries in the next month. I'm about to show you, regular person in a white shirt, about to show you how we do it. But we're gonna sit here and talk about notes of how to do it, people. Because some of you guys see these episodes, y'all just think it's regular episodes. No, behind the camera is flights, people. Yeah, all around the earth, business meetings. You know, every other week, y'all just think it's really regular videos. No, this is real business, people. You know what I'm saying? So we want to teach you guys the next few months. When I get back to the headquarters, I will be back in Nairobi, Kenya, in about 2.5 weeks. But I have a special series coming up with one of the uh, big time, I'm sorry, people, big time Instagram influencer, big time influencer on Instagram. She'll be working with us, end of the month. We have a special episode coming up. I told you I'm in my director's mode. You know, so when you see her, you're gonna love her. She's actually from Panama. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this because she's actually a businesswoman herself. And it said this is some questions that you can ask anybody who's building a business. And just different questions. And it says, who is my ideal customer? and what are their pain points. An ideal customer is the people out there who's crying about TikTok. Okay, y'all crying about TikTok. Oh my God, TikTok gold. I don't have nothing to entertain me. You have something to entertain you. It's right here. It's called the Black Geo. You better like subscribe, people. This is just a live. I'm in my relaxation time. Go see me in show business, people. Very colorful, very entertaining. We actually classify it as an entertainment channel, people. Entertainment channel. YouTube, when they monetize this, they classify it as entertainment. Even though we do a lot of traveling, we do a lot of history, but we also want to entertain you people because that's we're very witty people, and we got a good vibe. We got a good vibe. So when you get around us, it's gonna be natural to be laughing. Even though if we're talking about very something serious, we know how to get serious. But if it's a light time in the situation, you're gonna have a great time on our videos. You're not just gonna sit there and just be filling in all the history. It's gonna be history and entertainment at the same time. So yeah, my ideal customers, the ones who think it's nothing out there other than TikTok and Instagram. You know, those ones who looking for real, colorful content. That's why I call it real content, real views. Something that each episode that you see of us is some substance. There's gonna be some substance. Try. It's not gonna be boring, people. Not gonna be boring. All right. And I said what it says. Halfway fuck half man says you look like the dude in a zombie movie who got bit out, but is trying to keep it quiet. Uh, I don't know. Be honest, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning over here. I told you, I'm at my secret lair place in New York City. 2 o'clock in the morning. I got snowed in. I didn't know it was gonna be snowing. I was actually supposed to be catching a flight in a few hours, but I guess I'm not flying out. So I just chose to do a live, people. Just chose to do a live. I was gonna go to sleep, but I said, you know what? Let me do some Black Geo business because I gotta tell y'all guys a lot of business. I haven't been on. You guys haven't seen me for about 10 days. 10 days. Usually I be uploading all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, so now I told you my ideal customer. Um, it said, what does the market demand for my product and of service? I guess you guys know. Um, you secret layer, bro, layer. I be just like Batman. Just layer. You know, I like Batman. But it says, what does my market demand for my product? And I already know, guys. I got over about 300 videos up there. And if I don't make a video, you guys waiting for a new video. I see that's the market. They don't care about watching your old videos. They want to keep seeing more stuff. So cool. My market, they want you to what you call, keep on producing. So that's what I do. Keep on producing. Told you I'm on the dark side work this week. I have a real career business people that sends me around the world. I'm sorry. So when I'm not uploading, I'm on the flight. I'm on the flight, people. Okay, so here's a half up and said, "What kind of evil shit you up to, bro? And you moving weight or what, brother? I'm a businessman. That's why you need to watch my episodes, my brother. Before you get on Person Live, go to my content. It would teach you what I do in the real life and on the Black Geo. Okay, thank you, sir. But I'm a world traveler and a small business owner, sir. Yeah. Anyway, next question is how can I differentiate my business in a crowded market? Just like YouTube, it's a crowded market. People think it's a crowded market, but this is a platform over 300 something million people, probably more. So it's never gonna be crowded. Um, you just have to be yourself. I say just like the Black Geo. It's not my real name, people. So that's where it starts. Finding out, building a brand that separates from your identity or yourself. I wanted to make this a non-biased space. So even when you don't see me, you see the young boy Machiavelli Sharks going crazy. Exactly. I want to create it where it's something different that everybody's doing. I know a lot of big creators got big time channels and they only name it their name. So it's hard to run it and say let my friend run the product when it's my name. Sometimes your subscribers don't want to see your friend; they want to see you every time you upload. So I wanted to make it a little different, a little bit easier. Okay. Uh, it says, what is my business model and how will it generate consistent revenue? I told you. First off, before you build a business, you gotta be a fan of other things. So I'm a fan of real production documentaries. Starts from Vice News and real Nat Geo. I told you Black Geo, Nat Geo is very similar of the name wise, a spinoff. And this big production. My stuff every time anything I did, I used to throw fashion shows, do many parties, college parties, even started from high school. Everything I did, and no matter if it cost $300 to $3,000 to even a Black Geo that's over $30,000, people. I always want to do big production, big production. So, and even if it's 100 people watching on half of my videos, it's cool. It's gonna be big production. When you see our videos, yeah, it might be 177 people who watched it, but when you watch it, it's gonna be a big production. Trust me, people. A lot of work. Okay. And it says, what is my plan for? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get to your questions because you've been right. Half man said you've been moving weight. No, I don't move weight. Uh, half hog, half man says many great products just took pre-existing clumsy ones and made them easier to use. Okay. And half man, you said again. You said, bro, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you will work until the day you die, and that's true. Let's get serious. That's a real thing to say. You see me up here, I told you 2 o'clock in the morning. Because the Black Geo, my networking business, is not about YouTube. We just showcasing on YouTube. My networking business is outside the camera, people. Yeah, I get calls 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, even when I got to go to my career job. And I still got to be up till 5 o'clock in the morning to get this business done. And then I worry about my career job later on. Yeah, so what he talking about is real thing. I don't sleep, people. Even when I clock out my career job, I'm still working. Go see Africa, and everybody who know me know I do that. That's why you see me from New York City. Didn't I just fly from Argentina, right? Yeah, I just flew from Argentina, right? And I was in Brazil, right? And I'm back in New York handling some business. Yeah, in a few days I will be in a secret location again, and that's because real business is done daytime and nighttime. It's not just on YouTube, people. Okay. Half hog, half man says, bro, if you don't find a way, okay, I'm sorry you said that already, but that was a real statement you said. Business is done 24 hours in a day, people. 24 hours in a day. Listen to real hustlers out there. I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I learned from hustlers. I grew up with hustlers. Hustlers meaning anything, finding things to do. When people say hustle, you thinking about drugs. No, no, no. If you got 4 or 5 jobs, that's hustling. If you got 3, 4 fruit basket stands, whatever, and you selling it on different streets, that's hustling, people. Or you up every day running around town trying to find money, even on Uber Eats, that's hustling, people. Yeah, that's hustling. All right, this is a broad scope word to use of run around, go get something, and bring it back. You feel me? That's the problem. A lot of people, when they ask you for money, they don't ask you where the money came from. The money came from hustling, people. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mike, for joining. Just join in. What we talking about real business. You actually missed the whole commentary of me. Letting people know back from Argentina. I'm in New York City, the secret location, the money location, people. I've been away from Black Geo because I told you I have a real career job, but Machiavelli Sharks has been holding down the Black Geo. Just updating you people what Shabi has been doing. I will get back to the Black Geo production next week. This week is Machiavelli week. I'm in New York City handling dark side business people. Dark side business is the people who really invest in the Black Geo, really drop dollars in our bank account, really get us overseas. So when you don't see me, I'm handling the dark side business so I can get back to the headquarters, people. I'm sorry, okay? That's what we do here. Thank you, Mike. So have Hawk Hatman says, here's the secret that made me a multimillionaire. Those who needed work for bread to eat, yet never stopped are unbeatable. And I guess you always say, if you're a millionaire, my brother, you need to go start your Instagram or YouTube. Start teaching us how to get this bread. Because guess what? I always say 2025 is the year of inspiration, no hateration. And if you know about Shy B, when people tell me about stuff they doing, that's the difference between me. You can tell me that you getting money, and I'm gonna congratulate you, my brother. I'm gonna be sitting there like, yo, tell me how to get it. Tell me how to get it. I want to hear about this stuff like this. And guess what? That's why you see me up 2 o'clock in the morning doing business meetings. Right after I do this live, I have another business call to make. That's about 7 hours ahead of me in time. You know, I'm just up here updating people with Shy B's opinion. Next week you'll see me back on the Black Geo going crazy. Okay. But I've been going crazy in the background. But we talking about business questions. I had a few business questions I was just discussing. Okay. So it says, what additional revenue streams could I explore? And I guess we're talking about that right there. Always have, just like my man Half Hawk says, you gotta have something behind that's supporting your business. That's why I tell people when you don't see me here, I'm usually working with the dark side. Dark side is a broad scope word I use for my business because dark side means things that we do in the dark. Because just like you got a lot of things going on. You don't tell people, they find out late. That's why I call it a dark side. It's not a dark side business. It's a real career business. But I just say when I'm not there, call it dark side. But always have an industry that you really work in. All right, you look at you guys crying about TikTok. I ain't saying you guys, but people out here crying about TikTok. I thought people had jobs in TikTok. I didn't know people were just living off TikTok. I didn't know that shit, people. I didn't know. I just got monetized on YouTube. I always had money. I told you, Black Jew ain't got nothing to do with YouTube. Chickens and KO, that's where I come from, people. I was laying on the couch eating chickens and KO and Go See Africa. Said, you know what? We might as well start a show called The Black Geo. We might as well start something. You feel me? So, like he said, have an industry you work with first. maybe two or three. You know what I'm saying? He said, I see the dark side too. Thank you, my brother. But you ain't gotta tell everybody you do. When you pull up in that car, you pull up in the nice house, you pulling up, or you taking overseas, and they're wondering how you get all this. When you was sleeping, I was getting to it. You wasn't calling my phone. A lot of stuff you see me on the Black Jew. I had personal friends in America who could be making moves with me across the world, from here to Argentina, from here to Brazil, from here to Frankfurt, from here to Nairobi. But guess what? They didn't believe in the vision since '08. This vision started from '08, people, 2008. But guess what? They watch the Black Jew. They give us great hours. They give us great watch hours, people. That's why we monetize. Shout out to my people who didn't want to support back then, but now they gotta watch me flexing in Argentina. Okay, so appreciate that, my brother. They said only those who are asleep make no mistakes. Exactly. If you never fail, and I've failed many times, my brother, you made the mistake of setting goals that were too easily attained. I'm sorry, the screen is so dark. And Mike says in Canada it's fucking rough. Our economy is fucked up. About to move to America. Hey, let me tell you something. I think Trump may be buying America. I said buying, or he be making it the 51st state. So I always say this: any country, even when you see me in Kenya, I've been traveling back and forth to Kenya for 7 years. Argentina, 4 or 5 years. I told certain countries I've been to over many years before I even decided to say, do I want to stay there or not. Just come to America because America and Canada is very similar already. You already know, very similar countries. So I'm not going to never tell nobody not to go because when you come to these places, I have family in Canada too, so I already know about Canada. I go back and forth there a lot. Um, Opportunities not just gonna be sitting here in America, people. I had to make my own opportunities that stretches across the world. Everybody don't have what I'm doing. Only a few people. My brother right here says, um, Half Hawk, you've been going crazy. He says, one day in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The hustle is often its own reward. And I told you, people go back to my passion to profit video. Only 93 views, right? Only 93 views. I'm in Wall Street. Imagine this, I'm in Wall Street, and I wanted to talk to people about branding, about marketing, right? Wall Street is a big place everybody visit. 50,000 people on the street. 50,000 people, but this is New York City. Nobody wants to talk to me. So cool. That's how I learned. That's how, when you see me in the streets of my videos saying, like and subscribe to the Black, that's not for vain, people. That's not for vain because I got that from that video. Go back and watch that video. This my man said, from passion to profit. That's why, yeah, when you see ads on these videos now, yeah, from passion to profit, people. Because guess what? When 50,000 people did not want to talk to me, I screamed out Black Dream. I said, cool, y'all want to talk to me? Yo, guess what? New York City, yo, you better like and subscribe to the Black G. Yo, that's how I do. That's how you brand people. You don't want to talk to me? Cool. But I'm going to scream. You're going to hear me screaming. Your grandmother going to hear it down the block. That's how you brand people. That's like a billboard. You know? And I turn passion to profit from screaming on the streets. You know? That's how you do, people. And Half Man says, Justin Trudeau fucked up Canada horribly. And he did. And I saw that y'all ran him out of office. And a lot of these presidents, I mean, even in my country, I told you I'm originally from Liberia. I mean, a lot of these presidents, uh, I mean, they're in office, but the people on the ground can tell me how much they're really changing things. And all we could do is make our own businesses. No matter which president that's in office. Because guess what? Much presidents come through, I still ain't see no check, no policies that's helping me. So I always got to help my own business. I don't care who's in office. Half Hawk's been going crazy. He says the best among us didn't dream about success; they worked for it. Exactly. You know, that's why I'm telling my guy right here. Um, when I tell my people, I told you my parents came from Liberia, and I had both experiences living back and forth, going to Liberia, living in Liberia, or living in Africa and living in America. And I tell my cousins over there, or even my friends in South America, all that. Oh, you lived in America. It's easy. Easy. Let me tell you something. I grew up with family members who actually lived in privilege in Africa, and I lived in the hoods of America. Yeah, a lot of my friends, I told you, they come from the hoods. They don't see what I see because you got to build this vision in America. You don't just come to America and sitting there waiting for you with a job and a check. My parents literally had to work in the cold. Foreign people when they come to this country, you got to work in the cold, people. Yeah, that's where my parents came from. They didn't come from no get to America and relaxing. And anybody, from foreigners to the people who born to America to the regular American citizens, you got to work for your opportunities. Unless you're a privileged family. Hey, if you come from a privileged family, that's you. The majority of people I know literally had to work from the ground up. Work from the ground up. Nothing's given. Especially if you look like me. or you similar, or you just you in this country. But even you got the Caucasians, the white people here, they work as hard too. You can't hate. This is a big country. Everybody that you see on TV is not living like Jay-Z people. All right, majority of people that you see is gonna be pretty much like me, hustling, brain mindset or half hawk right here, up 3 o'clock in the morning, game time and like yo, how can I get to it by 8? I'm not gonna sleep and wake up at 8 and figure out. No, I'm gonna stay up to about 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. You feel me? To see what I'm gonna do about 12 or 8 or 12. That's how we do. And Half Hawk says so many things are possible just as long as you don't know they're impossible. Big plans. I guess you out here trying to be a great poet tonight. Hey, everybody listen to the man when he's saying so many things are possible just as long as you don't know they're impossible. Make big plans. Okay? And I heard another quote that somebody says, if you can't do great things, just do great things in a small way. And that's what the Black Geo is about. Big vision, but we do it in a small way. But when you see it, it's very big, very grandish. Because guess what? When I do get a real big production, they're gonna see what I was already capturing, and they're gonna make it a movie. Because we already shooting a TV show for you guys. I already envisioned a TV show. I went past the vlogs. I went past the vlogs. I said I'm a TV show, people. I'm not a vlog channel. Okay. And my brother said, Half Hawk says, wow, you're from Liberia? That's dope. No wonder you have a terrific work ethic. Yes, my brother. Liberian kid right here, and also New York kid, and that's where it comes from, both sides. And guess what? Being around people who actually, when I'm the thing I'm talking about, who's actually comprehending and say, yo, he's talking about some real stuff. That's the people I grew up around. When we have these conversations, they don't get bored, they get hype, they get excited. You feel me? They don't go off the live. They sit there and be like, yo, how can we build more of this? That's where I come from, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Up to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning like this. It just so happened I'm not going to the dark side tomorrow, so I said let me hit the people with a good live tonight. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been on the Black Geo people, but when I get on the Black Geo, I get live. No matter if it's a live or a regular episode, it's gonna be live, my brother. So Half Hawk, please subscribe to the channel because when you see my episodes, yo, it's real entertainment, and you'll probably love it too. Trust me. Half Hawk says hardships are mostly mental. The mind is its own place. It can either make a hell or heaven of hell. It's in your mind. Exactly. And that's another thing when people you have to travel the world, people. America, no matter if you was born in America, wherever, even your space. I tell people if you're from Germany, America, Australia, whatever, have 2 places in the world that you live, or you extend it. Now, you don't have to live, but you extend and you say, you know what? Every year I go to this place to escape. You can't just live in one place. You feel me? Thank you, my brother. Half Hawk, liked and sub. Thank you. Got a dip. Thank you for that. You add into the commentary. But I'm gonna keep going. Appreciate that, and please keep up with the content. We have a few episodes you can go watch if you have a few time on your hands. But what you call it? You have to have things to do, pretty much. It takes time to know that you're not gonna get no help. Let me tell you like this. I had to stop calling people phone numbers. Literally, when you building a business, I was on another a friend's live, and and she agreed with it. When you're building a business, you want to call everybody in your phone number. You really want to call everybody in your phone number. All right. You're like, yeah, I got 500 phone numbers. I know somebody's gonna invest. Da, 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 da. Somebody actually want to talk to about what I'm. If I call them, they're gonna sit on the phone with me about 30, 40 minutes and be like, word, yeah, da, 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 da. It's not gonna happen like that. It's not gonna happen like that. You go see somebody and you telling them things that you're about to do. They don't want to hear it. So usually I tell people, like my man said, it's all in your mind. Have a place that you can escape to get things done, and that's what I did. Kenya wasn't just a place of, I'm going to shoot Kenya for YouTube. No, Kenya was my escape place. New York is my escape place, and it's my money zone. Also, I told you I have a career job here. So these places are not just for YouTube. We have escape zones to get our mind and mental right first, you know, so we know where we're going, and that's where it starts from. Because if you just sitting in one place, you'll think like, if I don't make it here, I don't have anywhere in the world to make it. And I tell people all the time, traveling is some of the best things you have to do, because once you start seeing different terrains, and then you come back to your own place, and guess what? If I don't make it here in this New York City, and I told you I'm a real hustler, but I'm just saying in general, if I don't make it here in New York City, I have a village back home in Africa, people. I go sit, I go sit and be eating bananas and shit. I am cool. I am cool. I'm cool. Cause I come from having nothing. I come from having no money in my pocket. And when you see it like that, and then I come from the time when I at least have like 30,000, 40,000 in my pocket. I know both. So if I gotta go back to that dollar, I had so much fun when I just had dollars in my pocket. Carl Walker, thank you. You said hi. Shout out to you. You have missed a lot of great commentary, but we're gonna keep it going. We just talked about building the business, and then we breaking it off from Half Hawk said hardships are mostly mental. The mind is its own place. It can either make a hell or heaven, or a heaven of hell. It's in your mind, And we were bubbling off talking about um, work ethic, building a business, how things are not impossible to do, but we're bubbling up from telling you majority of the time you're gonna have to turn that phone off and envision it yourself. And I bring it back to where I started. How the Black Geo is not monetized. It's monetized from a vision. Yeah, people. Black Geo was not. It's not monetized because we sat there and said, you know what, let's just film this. No, everything you see was straight visionary. Visionary things we said was going to do. Is some people, some of the episodes that you see now, when you see me shooting in from even to New York City, to Argentina, to Brazil, and we already have sub cities. We already have shot content in. We just going to reshoot over there. We about to shoot. We about to show you real soon. We told people about this, and what you see up there, they was looking at us like, well, it was crazy. Yeah, you have to envision it, people. A lot of things you do, envision it yourself, but don't even tell nobody. All right, because nobody's gonna believe what you see. You know, so a lot of things you see on the Black Geo, we literally had to told people this is gonna happen, but it's not gonna happen tomorrow. But in a few minutes, it's gonna happen. A few minutes could be tomorrow, it could be next week. You just gotta wait. And guess what? That's what's happening right now. Black Geo is a real TV show based around the world, people. Yeah, it's a real platform around the world. Now it's known. Um, it's actually being watched in Russia, people. Yeah, it's crazy when you look at the analytics and you be like, hold up, people in Russia is watching me, bro. It's just crazy. Well, that's why I told people you need to watch my episode from passion to profit, and that's an episode where people on the street didn't want to listen to a hustler. People who I told about this vision. Yeah, we got W-2s now, people. Black Geo, we got W-2s now. Told people about this vision. They didn't believe in Black Geo, so I had to scream it out on the streets. Now we really a real. Now, see, I was already getting money on the network side. I told you, Black Geo's a network side, but now we actually getting W-2 money. Now, people, shout out to people, shout out to the people who work with us. You know, but that's why you gotta watch my video from passion to profit. You gotta have that passion from the street. The only person. Imagine 50,000 people don't want to talk to you on the street. Yeah, that's how business starts. Nobody's gonna like what you're doing, people. You gotta be the only one hyping yourself up on the damn street. That's how it starts. And we actually still have some questions. My guy Half Hawk was going crazy. And another question says, what potential challenges might I face, and how can I prepare? And that's one thing we already dealt with the Black G. I told you I'm a networking business. I work with different companies, and some of these companies actually people who work with YouTube. So that's how actually the Black G got into YouTube. We wasn't even gonna get into YouTube, but we was working with YouTubers, and we got into YouTube through our networking business. So anything in my networking business, any part, uh, if I'm working with some YouTubers, I'm working with real estate people, or whatever. Uh, it's usually keeping the contact um, outside of YouTube. Everybody else, I keep contact with every country. We need to rent this place out. We need to do this. They need to go somewhere. They need me to get them somewhere around the world. They keep contact with me. Now, in the YouTube space, the digital space, I already know contacting people. That's the hardest thing. People who want to, I don't know, like when you see me and Go See Africa in his videos, you understand. I know the man for over 5, 7 years, but when you see us in videos, we're very authentic people. When you cut the camera off, we're gonna take care of you. When you cut the camera on, we're gonna take care of you. Ask any producer out there. Very genuine people. I'm not just trying to front. When you see me and Go See Africa out there, we're real producers, real business people, and we have real careers. But when you come work with us, we treat you like we knew you for 10 years. Just because you say you're gonna come work with us, ask anybody out there. We fed them, we housed you. You probably lived a better life. You probably seen another side of town that you never seen. And that's what we do. But sometimes these people don't. They don't. It's not the same. You know. Uh, they don't reciprocate the same favor. So that's one thing I had to deal with, and that's not only YouTube, but that's outside of YouTube things I done for people. Uh, a lot of people don't reciprocate the things I do for people. And my father always tell me, don't worry about things. You getting things back from from people. And I told her I'm not worried about. I always be like, yo, pops, I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying it. I'm just throwing it out the word what I did, but I'm not expecting people to give me back anything or help me out with anything. But that's one thing I always dealt with. Um, doing what you can, but not expecting much from people. That's why I always. So with this business, even from the YouTubes, from the subscribers coming to watch us, you see us all the time. We do the videos, but we try to tell you guys, this is a free range space. You guys get to choose what you want to watch. Myself, I watch YouTube. I'm not just a YouTuber. I watch YouTube also. We get to choose what we want to watch, who we want to watch, who we want to like. So I'm not gonna be sitting up here begging you guys, yo, you gotta watch. No, we the ones who have to go create something for you guys to like. You feel me? Yeah. So we're not gonna beg, sit here and tell you you gotta like us, and we're the ones who gotta create something for people to go out there and like, So, and then with the YouTubers we work with, we expect them to come work with us like we brothers and sisters, but it's never gonna be like that. It's never gonna. And that's one thing I learned is like this is real production. That's why I say now, yeah, we're real producers because when you see a lot of people in our videos, um, outside of the ones who were producers, when somebody will come work with us, we expect you not to come back and work with us. We expect you not to come back. So that's why when you're with us, we want to make great production. We'll be sitting there like, oh my God, you part of the team. Yo, this is the squad. But in our mind, we know, you might be going tomorrow. Now it says, how much funding do I need to launch and sustain a successful business? And I'll tell you, I'm not gonna tell you the number, but I'll tell you a gross number. It was over 30,000 that I threw into my networking business. Um, and that's a start. And some people will say, oh, 30,000 ain't no money. Some people say, yo, 30,000 is a lot of money. And I say this, I'm never rich, people. I'm not a rich person. I just know what to do with money. Or I know how to get money. I know what to go do with money. Even if I invest in something and I don't get the 30,000 back, or invest in something and it goes up somewhere, I know where to go. Create something. It's about being creative. And I always say this about business. This is the thing that always helped me out. In many businesses I've been a part of, you gotta love it first. When I say love it has to be something you do on the natural. I'm a former artist, former promotion artist, and I told you, me and my friends used to run an entertainment company when we started at 15. At 15, we was bringing back 10 racks. Yeah, at 15, 16, to our mother's house in the hoods. And our mothers was so happy we created our own business at a young age. That's where I come from, you know. But guess what? It started from us just doing it for the love. A lot of things you do, you have to do it for the love first, and then one day you gotta sit here and be like, you know what? This is a business. That's how it started. It shouldn't just start where you say, "Well, I want somebody money. I want somebody money." You should be doing something just that like painters. Painters paint all the time. They not even think about money. They wake up in the morning just, oh, I was looking at some trees the other day, and let me just start painting. And it just so happened that if a person who what they call it, and appraiser or whatever comes by, he might say, you know what, yo, what kind of paint did you use on this? He might say, I use like some oil or whatever. Oh, that oil costs a lot of money, and that whatever paper you use, it costs a lot of money. It just so happened that it's worth something. Trust me, a lot of the greatest artists, they didn't know how their stuff cost that money. They didn't know. They just was creating stuff just to create it. And that's how you do with your own business. It should just be start from something in the shop, something in your garage, something that's outside you was doing that just so happened that there's money into it. And that's how it was for me. I had so many contacts. My networking business literally, that's how I started on the books. I started on the books. I had my black book and everything right here. Every country I went to, I had major contacts, real estate, you know, doctors, lawyers, airline workers. I mean, everything. Yeah, all type of contacts. And it took me 10 years to realize, you know what? This is literally a business. And once I started seeing that it started helping many other people, not just me, because of course I use my benefit, I use all my contacts, but once my other people who connected to me, from family to friends, and they can benefit off my contacts and off my networking. That's when I really knew, like, oh, this is a real business. I told you, it was just a passion. It was just keep good contacts with people, because that was my real job outside of my career. You know, creating business, I always has great contacts. So always start with something that's just passion. That's just passion. It ain't about how much money you invest. You can invest about 20 bucks, and it can get to 10,000 if you know what you're doing at $20, you can invest 10,000 and that shit doesn't go nowhere. It doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so but I always say this: always have enough money that you know, have some money. Okay, start a business is start a business. It's always you had to have a game plan first before you even get the money up. Always have a write up sheet, you know. But it can start from $1. The rest of the business can start from $1. Trust me. As much money that we got in the Black Geo, it's not like we got a lot of money in the Black Geo, but it started from $1. People, $1. That's all. You know, shout out to the bank for hitting me up the other day. Okay, so now another question is, how will I attract investors or secure loans if needed? Okay. Now I told you we already have certain bankings for the Black Geo, legitimate bank accounts, IRAs. We actually in the market, you know. But let me say right now, it's only a bank, dark side, and a few baby investors. But like real promotion is gonna be us um, building up building up our platforms. We have promotion people who actually watch us, who could actually come invest in Black Geo, and from them to the people who know us, who can actually come and just start investing in our media banks. They just literally waiting to see how big we can get on our own. So to ask a question like, "Oh, what would you do? What would you do to get a promotion deal?" Da, da, da. Let me tell you something. I already put so much money in my own business. They had to come with some money, because everything you see, we literally doing. No, nobody investing in the Cash App. Nobody drop money in my man PayPal. Nobody fly us across the world. I'm about to dip across the world in about, in next week. Nobody's helping us get to these places. I told you, it's literally business corporations that we work with that gets us to these places. It's not nobody just, oh, you guys got a good pop out business that's invest. No, no, these are corporation business. They don't even know half the time what they invest in. They just know that we do good work with them. They invest in us, you know. But promotion deals, I will have somebody bigger than me, who will help me out with these commercial deals and stuff like that. From especially who are connected to the YouTube space, that would be coordinate those sides. But when it comes to real business, I told you I have a real networking business on the outside. Well, we have real people who have real investments with us that makes sense. On the digital side, we'll have somebody who will come in and help us out. But that's a lot of people literally just waiting to see in any platform. A lot of sponsorships, they're not gonna come to your platform unless you can have your own base. Even in music, I told you I'm a former artist. It's not how they used to be, people. They don't go and say, you know what, let's choose this person and build him up. He looks like a star. No, you got to make your own self a star, people. People don't know that. This is not the old times where they just see you they see you on the at the bus stop. You playing the guitar so nice and like, oh my God, that could be the next Whitney Houston. No, you got to make yourself Whitney Houston now. You got to make yourself Jay-Z before the sponsor deal comes see you. And sometimes that's better anyway because you can get a bigger deal and say, I built myself up already. My big platform. I spent this amount of money to build my platform. So that's how it is nowadays. Um, A&Rs is not, you're your own A&R. YouTube Studio is your own A&R, people. I don't know if you knew that. YouTube Studio is your own manager now. You know what I'm saying? So these big time promotion deals, sometimes they're late to the party because they wait till somebody get viral 3-4 weeks later. They should be hopping on the train later, right now. But yeah, so when it comes to promotion deals, you literally usually nowadays you let them come get you. Build up your own platforms, have your own equity in your platforms. A lot of even you see how some artists out here. I find some artists you may not know them myself. I may not know them, but they already have 300,000, 400,000 subscribers or views. That's how it is nowadays. You know, a lot of these promotion deals literally they want you to build up your own brands, your own brand. So by the time they come there, they just got to throw that tag on the bottom of the screen, brought to you by whoever. Because you already got the fans. So it's literally just getting the groundwork. You know, but promotion starts from the street, people. I told you I used to have real street teams on the street, flyers hitting every side of town. I even tell my people who work for me, that's how promotion is, man. It's not just posting videos and waiting for people to like it and say that that's how your brand starts. No, your brand starts from the street. If you see one of my videos, one of my last videos in Argentina, what did I say to the people? I turned around, I said, yo, everybody, Shabby from the Black Geo. Anybody want to get on TV? Yo, we one of the biggest channels. And guess what? So I got subscribers on the who watched it, and I got subscribers in the street. Yeah, right when I turn around with the camera, yo, what's your channel? Exactly. That's how you brand people. That's how you brand on the street. When you're not doing videos, you're not making your phone calls, when you're not at your job site or whatever you're promoting, when you're not doing it in the middle of the day, you just walk past somebody. Hey, yo, do you like this? Do you do that? Whatever you do, that's how you promote your business. Not just waiting for that specific time to tell somebody. Man, I tell people about my business right when they getting on the bus. They be rush. I be on the street walking somewhere. They be running to the bus. Hey, bro, you got YouTube? Hey, you got YouTube? I make the person miss their bus. I'm telling you, you brand your business when you're not doing your business. Okay? Because when you're doing your business, you're too busy. But I'm not doing my business. I got plenty of time to tell people what the hell I do. Okay? You know, that's if you catch me at a good time. You know, so that's what you do with promotion. Until somebody really want to come in and invest in your business, people. Okay? Equity. Okay? Because that's one thing that's hard nowadays. People really putting backing plans, you know, real money behind people's business. Okay, so it says, let me give another good question. Now it says, what is my plan for acquiring and retaining customers? And I told you, behind the scenes, Black Geo Network always retain customers. I got a lot of people who love working with the Black Geo behind the scenes. I told you, it's not a YouTube, it's a digital business also, but it's a real networking business, people. I told you. So behind the scenes, we have a lot of benefits that the Black Geo has that people use and utilize, down to my family members and friends, people I don't even know, people who know me, I don't know them, but they use the Black Geo benefits. So I told you, Black Geo, yeah, we, you know, behind the scenes, the people who work with the Black Geo come work with us. They love it. Great benefits. Now, for the digital people who want to come see the Black Geo, and we hope you guys love what we do. I think we just got to keep upping the content, upping the content. You got one thing I'm realizing, you know, as a creator, first off, I'm not competing with no other YouTubers. I tell people all the time, I'm not competing with no YouTube. I'm competing with the audience, people, you guys. That's what I'm competing with. And it's saying that, how would I, what's my plan for acquiring and retaining customers? And I'm gonna say customers is subscribers. We're gonna compare that. It's just for you guys not getting bored. Just like you guys on the live. Some of you guys dipping off the live, but guess what? I said some real stuff in this live. You better go back and watch. Okay? And I wish it. Hello, nunca tinha. Okay. Francisco, Silva Jr. Hey, I don't think I know what you said, but I think you said something good. But just listen up what I'm about to say though. Retaining customers, retaining subscribers. It's not getting boring. Keeping you guys engaged. I told you. I even told the guys who go see African Machiavelli Sharks, other big producers here on the Black Geo. We got to keep a real excitement when we on this camera. Even the people who come work with us, the many mores that we call them. When we cut this camera on, you're excited. I don't care what kind of day you had. Trust me, people. You see me on this camera, right? Yeah, you don't think I had problems? You don't think I'm going through stuff? No, I go through stuff myself. But guess when I cut that camera on, I'm giving you the best day, the best experience. You feel me? Because I'm treating this like a TV show. And I told him, when you come work with us, it's the same way. You don't get on the camera of the Black Geo and be like, yeah. No, we don't do that. We cut that camera on and be like, yo, it's the Black Geo. We want to give people real short. Now, we told you we're trying to get real promotion, real studios we want to tap into. So when you come to the Black Geo, you can work with us. And the ones who are producing, yeah, we give you great energy. Every video we just upping it. We thinking about what we did the last video and just adding to it. We actually have some great people about to add into our editorial side of us, who's really about to up our content, especially back in the headquarters. Go See Africa will tell you about that. You know, so retaining subscribers and gaining more subscribers. They call you guys customers. I won't call you guys subscribers. Um, it's just doing bigger and better things with the production and the quality of content that we're giving you guys. Information, history. You're going to see all that. You're going to see travel, of course. You're going to meet good people. Just doing it real show form. And just not getting stagnant. I told you, sometimes you got to disappear from you guys, because sometimes you got to go in a think tank, go in a think tank lab. But when I return to the screen, I told you guys I may have a mini series coming up in New York City. I told you one of my rappers who's on my season 3 of the Black Geo. He loves the Black Geo. Shout out to Els Harlem. Els Harlem. You better go to Els Harlem on YouTube. You better like, subscribe. He wanted me to do a shoot the other day, but I was out of town actually. I just flew back. I told you I was out of the country. Just flew back to New York City this past week, so he didn't know. So I didn't get to shoot his event. But don't worry, I may have a mini shoot in New York before I leave. But I told you, uh, when I'm not on camera, we're literally working on real production behind the business we do. So I handle the business first, and then the fun stuff of the business we shoot on the Black Geo people. See how I give you guys? See how I give you guys? Come learn for the Black Geo, because guess what? We're learning from other big producers, even on YouTube. I watch some real guys on YouTube, straight business oriented people. I don't watch that what you call it? All that gossip shit. We don't watch that, people. We watch people who are literally businessmen. You feel me? Real businessmen. That's who we watch. and the people, and guess what? This is who they wear in their lives, people. Yeah, I'm relaxing in the condo in New York City. I could be on the balcony right outside. I told you. I don't gotta wear fancy clothes. The people who talking about real stuff, they're wearing a regular shirt on like this. It's a regular shirt. Just get back from another country. Okay. Yeah. So just retaining people like yourself who's gonna watch this live, just have a great information, and it starts with being humble. I told you, everywhere we go, we try to do some mini research where we go. If we haven't been there, and even if we've been there, we still do extensive research, and then we really respect uh, wherever we go. And I guess what, and we appreciate people who actually give us inspiration. It starts from inspiration. So you see us all the time giving up people that who inspire us, or people out there who's doing stuff. So it starts from that. Give the inspiration first, because once you get that inspiration, it's easy to go out there and create something, anything. You know, and I'm talking about any business. I ain't talking about YouTube. It starts from business. I'm a writer too. It was hard to write music if you didn't have inspiration. That's it starts from. Inspiration could be things you went through, you're reading, you know, jobs, problems, life stories, whatever. But it starts with inspiration. All right, the business too starts with inspiration. Can't just be sitting here like, I want to start a business. No, 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 no. You have to set up something as a kid or whatever. A lot of these businesses you see, these phones. The person who made a phone was envisioning this since he was a kid. You know, since he was a baby. Okay, so when you talk about any business, it has to have. It starts with inspiration first. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't know. They just looking at the outcome. You're looking at the person on the outcome. He's driving down the street, his car, but or you're literally using his business to go somewhere or do something, but you never ask about the inspiration. And so anytime I get around somebody who's doing business, doing something that I can learn from, or like I said, inspiration, I always ask them that question: what was the inspiration behind what you were doing? Who was it? Because there's always gonna be somebody, a person, place, a thing, whatever, something. I told you, just like writing. So just like the Black Geo, it started from me relaxing, but I'm watching inspiration. Watching inspiration. I'm like, you know what? This is something I'm doing already. And I told you, we always go back and highlight those people who gave us inspiration. You know? So people, I gave you great inspiration tonight. Great inspiration. Okay, you've been asking about what Shabby from the Black Geo's been. I've been working, people. Guess what? Don't be worried about what Shabby at. Worry about why you're not watching Machiavelli Sharks killing this past week on the Black Geo. He's doing it. Okay, he's one of the biggest producers in Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, he's done interviewed over maybe 100 people, over 100 something people. Who knows? Um, we got some big production actually coming up for the three producers. We took a nice little 2 week break. I told go see Africa. Sometimes you gotta do that for subscribers. Please, if you're mad that we haven't been you haven't seen me and Go See Africa on the Black Geo or even Go See Africa channel, go watch our old episodes, people. Or Machiavelli Shorts, go watch our old episodes. Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back, people. We love YouTube. YouTube, we love you. We'll be back. But when we're not on YouTube, okay, go watch our old episodes. Just like when y'all look, think about it, like the old TV shows, right? When they didn't have new seasons, right? You went back and watched the reruns, right? Go watch our reruns, man. Go watch our reruns, okay? Okay. Especially some of my last episodes with some bangers. It was real bangers, some real information there, real business places. I told you, business trip behind the business trip. We're gonna give you some great entertainment. So go watch that. Go watch our reruns, people. Okay. And also, if you're worried about your business not on the up and up. I told you, I'm a small business person myself. Um, always find that inspiration. It starts with yourself. You see how hype I am, right? I'm the only person hype, and other than my producers, for the Black Geo. Everybody else is just waiting for us to see where we go, to see if we see if we make it, to see if we fail. But while they're waiting, we're very hype, we're very inspired. So you do the same thing for your business, people. You know that's where it starts. And guess what, people? I gave you 55 minutes, longer than probably one of my regular videos. You know, so I do a lot of 40 something minutes, but I gave you 55 minutes on a great live. Some people came in, some people not, but I gave you straight hot fire, okay? It's just like my passion to private video. Please, people, I told you, we're monetized now. Shout out to you guys, okay? I'm about to relax on the couch, and then I'm gonna hit the bed. You know, this couch actually turned to look, put that bed level again. That's what I'm about to do. Watch a nice movie, people. I'm not headed to the dark side tomorrow. I told you I've been working the dark side all week. That's why you haven't seen me on the Black Geo, okay? But we will be back. You know, me and Go See Africa. But the young boys been holding the channel down. That's why we can go get business done. You know, so go check out Machiavelli Shark's latest videos. He actually has some new videos coming up, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. But he's taking over the studios. We'll see where he goes with it. And just like subscribe to the channel. The channel's going many different places. Who knows where it's gonna go next? I told you we have a special edition country coming up in about a week, and a special guest joining us. Yeah, will be some Spanish spoken. There will be some tropical waters around. I'm not gonna tell you which country, but yeah. Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna have to love it. You're gonna have to love it because we're gonna be there already. So somebody gonna love it out there. And hopefully the people from that country tap into when we get there. You know, things are already being set up. And we don't rush. We don't rush. We like taking a day at a time. So I'm enjoying. I'm not that person. I like to take my day. When I'm not there, I'm handling business, people. So please, if you tapping into the live late, go back to the beginning of the live. I was spitting nothing but hot fire. If somebody else was spitting this live, I'll be sitting here taking notes. But it's cool, people. Have a nice day. Let me live my life, people. I'm out here. Subscribe to Black Geo. Out here, baby. I'm out, people. I'm out. I gave y'all good energy. I did it. I won. I'm out of here, people.